Testing one, two. Yep. Testing one, two. This is Munel Kishen. Hey, I think you all saw the topic already. You saw the topic on Facebook today, and I will be repeating it again. Share this video when you come on, share it. Hey, Dalibo. Hey, Tiwa. Tiwa, what's up, my brother? Okay, if you can hear me there, just give me a thumbs up and let me know what's going on. What's up, John? Yep. Mr. Alvin Jones, how are you, my brother? Yassini, share this video, share it, share it, share it, share it. Let us talk. Let us say something. Yeah, it's not an easy thing right now. All right, we're getting there. Okay, guys, it's Munel Kishen, aka the General, and today is what, Wednesday. The time is 9 o'clock. I tried to come on by 8 o'clock today, but I was carried away by the Georgia election. The elections in Georgia today is still on. I think people will be voting. I don't know if they will bring the results today, maybe by tomorrow. But so far, election is a funny thing. We just got to hold on and see what's going on. I hope they win. Yeah, I hope they win. Okay, I put up a topic today. No, that's not. I think. Nope, that's not it there. Okay. This is how I see it. ANC must leave the CPP. I know what I'm going to say today. People will not be happy about it. Some people will inbox me. Some will say a lot of things. And I want you to share this video. I might not be the most popular person. I might not be a force to rock on with if you think. I might not be the guy up there who is so sophisticated. I might not be one of the politicians that you think you know. But one thing I say here that I know a lot of people, I got a lot of followers. I know people in Liberia. I deal with a lot of people in Liberia. I monitor Liberia news. I talk to people. I got friends in CDC. I got friends in almost every party. But I'm one of those persons who really don't follow friends. I really don't bother to show off because it's for nothing. It won't prove anything. So, if you hear me there, please, can you give me a thumbs up if you get me clearly? And I've been thinking a lot. I've been studying Liberia situation. I've been talking to people. And I have come to the conclusion what I'm going to say today, it might not sound too good to a lot of people, but it is from my heart, and I will be the first person to make that decision. You know, I have listened to people, every time I hear people talking about, oh, ANC is the problem in the CPP. ANC is this. Oh, Alex Cummings, Alex Cummings only wanted to be president of Liberia. He don't want to hold second place. He don't want to do this. He want to do that. ANC is the problem. ANC love to show that they know too much. ANC want to prove that the other Liberian people are nothing. Oh, Cummings only want to be president. Oh, Cummings cannot even win Maryland County. Oh, Cummings this, Cummings that. Which is truth. That's your belief. They organized the CPP, was organized by Unity Party. They had their own motive. They know why they organized themselves, because they were failing. They were going to actually be dissolved. So they decided to do something. But while they were doing it, they had a plan. The plan was to come back to power. And we have been holding back. Some people were pissed off why ANC joined. Other people felt that, oh, Cummings shouldn't have been there, this and that. But Cummings decided that, listen, we can still make it work. We can still make it work. But within the CPP themselves, they're afraid of Cummings, and they have tried to undermine him. The ALP and the UP, they are the serious problem in the CPP. The Liberty Party, they got flexible people within the Liberty Party, very flexible, very flexible. Nobody push them around. And I can call two persons within the Liberty Party that I can relate to because I listen to them, the way they speak. Darius Dillon, number one. Ben Senve, number two. These guys speak their mind. They speak like a real patriot. I thought that I was never going to come across a Liberian who would be exceptional like Darius Dillon. And I want to say this to you. Darius Dillon can make a case any day. He can make a case any day because he won Montserrado County 2 times. And winning Montserrado County, it can either make your head big and make you feel that you are the man. He can make his case. Montserrado County right now got 51% of the total votes in Liberia. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you'd ask me to choose 2 exceptional Liberian politicians who are very honest, I'm not saying they are perfect, is Benana Ure and Darius Dillon. They are very honest. The difference between Darius Dillon and Benana Ure has a lot of, I'm sorry, why I say Benana Ure? Alexander Cummings, I'm sorry again, I'm sorry. Alexander Cummings has a lot of respect and experience. He worked in the white man world. He worked with corporations. He went all the way up there. Age-wise, he older than Darius Dillon. And according to Liberian politics, Darius Dillon understand Liberian politics. He understood it so badly until people grasped with him. People can grab everything. You know, they came closer. He know what to say. He know when to say it and how to speak to people. That's the Liberian way, which Mr. Cummings don't have, I can say. Some people say, oh, he got to be street smart. But when you look at Liberian electorate and America, it's not the same. Liberians, they sometimes go after you, sometimes for no reason. But you got to be very consistent to allow them feel the trust in you. And that's what Darius Dillon did to them. And for a man to contest second time with us penny or penny, that's a plus. But I'm trying to get to something here. When they were dividing, they signed the documents. They all going to be there. But you see, that document is not a holy Bible. It's not. Cummings will not survive in that document that they have in it. And they are not sincere The Unity Party people started this thing here with, oh, let Benayure, let Cummings just go with the Pape for 3 years, then the Pape resign, and the Pape make him president. Like, you're talking to people who don't know. When it comes to leadership, my people, it's not a popularity contest or neither the age. No, it has nothing to do with the age. Benayure messed it up. He told us publicly that he's going to support Boyka. Action speaks louder than words. Some people say that you're not supposed to know English or whatsoever. Don't say, use the word action speaks. Yes, from your action, I can tell you who you are. It's just like a pastor. Some people don't read the Bible, but the way the pastor live his life can bring a lot of people to church. Can win souls just by the way he live his life. Not everybody reads. You know what I'm saying? So, Cummings, they were all in this thing. Cummings became chairman. The 4 political parties decided to divide 4 big counties. ANC were looking at Nimba County. Also, the eyes were on Bon County. Ome Boyka took Lofa County already. Liberty Party took Montserrat already. Then Unity Party said, oh, we got the deputy speaker, he much better and whatsoever. Unity Party took Bon County. Came to Nimba County, Liberty Party said, oh, we got Ide Gonglo, she's very strong in our place, and blah, blah, blah. They push Cummings, until Cummings said, okay. Then they decided to go to the second round and have that fiasco primary. Some people said if you have an open primary, seditions and other people will come in to vote and vote for the weakest candidate. It makes sense. It make any sense? I heard that from Josh Lobo. Okay. And somebody too posted it on my and reacted to what I said that we need an open primary. So they took it. They did it in Cape Mount again. We all got pissed off with ANC. They gave it to Liberty Unity Party. They lost. Today, the ANC guy won. Whether he came from party to party. They gave us little small counties like Maryland and River G and Sano. Benayure, ALP now a party. Let me tell you the real truth. They don't have no enough members. They took Bomi Hills. They put in Sano, which I knew that Sano were going to lose, and they lost. Okay. Benayure been very, Cummings been very, very quiet about the situation. Cummings had a lot of interview. He never wanted to insult or criticize any of his friends. But Benayure have criticized Cummings so many times. How he just coming, he want to be president and blah, blah, blah. But let's say the fact here, we noticed, and the information here is that, I know Mr. Cummings would not want to say it. According to the document, every party is supposed to raise at least $10,000 every quarter. If I'm wrong or right, but I know I might be right. But ALP were able to raise 2,000 out of the 10,000. ANC raised the 10,000. Unity Party, nothing. Liberty Party, nothing. Some people get pissed off. They think that because they say Cummings got money, Cummings supposed to take his money and dash it. That is why we ourselves don't have voice in Liberia, because if we allow candidates to run their own thing, then we need not to criticize them because they're running their own elections. They're running the elections. Right now, we can tell Darius Dillon how we feel. You understand? We can still do it to any standard bearer. But with all this disadvantage, the disrespect, the dishonesty, I personally believe that it is time for ANC to leave the CPP. They will leave. I don't care how Liberian people feel. ANC is nothing. Cummings is nothing. Cummings cannot win election. But I, Munel Kishen, as of today's date, I am not a supporter of CPP. I want to say this clean and clear. If Cummings want to stay within the CPP, I'm not looking for a job. I'd rather lose or win graciously. If I win, I want to win, be a winner or proud winner. If I will lose, I should lose on the basis of truth and honesty and something that will benefit the Liberian people. But I'm saying it from today's date, I am not a supporter of CPP. I might support individual, but I am not a supporter of CPP. Because I have seen it, especially people from the UP, very dishonest. Very dishonest. They have not even met up with their obligation as collaborators. Yes. But yet and still they want to use a man who has a clean record, who you cannot even hold. And let me tell you today, I want to put Darius Dillon aside. Darius Dillon has the right now to challenge anybody to run for president because he has won Monserrato and he can make the case. Winning Monserrato is a big thing in Liberia. That's one of the biggest things in Liberia. He has a seat at that table. Yeah, he has a seat at the table. Cummings has the finance, he has the experience, he has the outside connections to do things. I can tell anybody. And I will not even explain nothing else about Cummings on what kind of connection. Because I personally, when you see me abandon a friend who I believe was not going to be good for the country and still not good for the country, and support someone who I read about and I can challenge anybody. I know more about him maybe than he knows himself, because maybe that certain things Mr. Cummings will not explain, but when you go out there, you see them, you ask people about him. But this man have never insulted President William. This man have never insulted Bernard Ure, any other politician. He stick to the issues. Let us put this. We get pissed off with William sometimes. We get pissed off because sometimes he's the leader. If these people are messing up and you can't fire them, we get pissed off with you. We are just an ordinary people. It is our right. I'm not speaking for Mr. Cummings. I'm not speaking for ANC. But I am saying as of today's date, I am not part of CPP. Unity Party, you guys can take over the CPP. I am not prepared to take anybody from the Unity Party to run on no ticket. I can tell you that the ANC must leave the CPP immediately. And I believe, I'm 90% sure they will. By now to whatsoever, I will believe it, that they will leave. They will leave. Since Cummings is nothing, yes, they got other parties, they got good people in Liberia who today, they are pissed off with Cummings because of Unity Party. They are pissed off with Cummings because of Unity Party. Individually, Mr. Boyka served his country. But the people within that surround him, let me tell you guys how people look for leaders. When you're running for any public office, if it's an election, you don't need resume for somebody to read. Oh, you got BSc, okay, you're an accountant, okay, you got masters in economics, you got this. No, they don't read it. The people look at you, but we scrutinize your records. We check your record from yesterday. Now, this is the thing. If you are vice president, if I was a vice president with another person, and this person did a very bad job, do you think I will be trusted? If Barack administration was bad for America, do you think that Joe Biden was going to be the president-elect today? No. Vice presidents are the first advisors to the president. Vice president, no matter how they can say the vice president can't talk, can't do this, you are the number one advisors to the president. If you sat there as president of the Senate and this president who's supposed to be your boss put in a bad deals, you understand? You can tell the president, man, I'm president. Nope. You can put yourself on record. You take notes that I was against this. You can speak out. That doesn't mean that you undermining your president. Let the people know that you spoke out. Let the people know you were there. But this president, this vice president spent 10, 12 years as president. And you telling me that Madam Sirleaf parked you like an old car and you receive a salary for 12 years with all your benefits. And today, this man cannot tell us what went wrong between he and Madam Sirleaf. If your president, your boss, who trusted you and brought you in, cannot support you, Mr. Vice President, what went wrong? You never answered that question on Costa Show in the second round. But we supported you because we still believe that you were still better than President Weah. We believe that you at the time was better, but what they did, they tie you with Ellen work that you could not even shake. Even Barack Obama could not have saved Unity Party from the defeat. It was already set up. It was already set that no way you are going to get out. You understand? It happened. Oh, Cummings never came out to endorse Bouaka. So Cummings, we will do it to Cummings. Mr. Cummings, it is time you leave now. The time is now. Not the end of 2021 or 2022. The time is now. Let Liberian people tell us that we are greedy. Let Liberian people tell the ANC or Mr. Cummings that you are greedy and we will accept it. Mr. Cummings has the right to run for president. If he's not the president, he will still survive. But he's the trump card for Liberia. I have spoken to people in Liberia. Sometimes my wife asked me, say, Mooney, who paying for all the things you calling people all in Liberia? I can tell anybody with pride and anything. There are a lot of people who call and say, what Mr. Cummings doing in CPP? Because of Unity Party, we're getting all these stupid insults. Birds of the same feather flocks together. Instead of you're taking the back seat. No, you don't want to take the back seat. You want to take the front seat to use good names as a springboard to get back to power. It's not going to work. It will not work today. It will not work tomorrow. It will not work today. It will. And I can tell you today and promise you, I don't care how anybody feel. If ANC leave the Unity Party, they will break down the CPP. I can challenge them. We don't know with nothing. We are nothing. Mr. Cummings is nothing. He's a Coca-Cola seller. He's a Coca-Cola seller. He's nothing. He's nothing. I would just feel sorry for Darius Dillon. Individuals supported him. Individuals supported Darius Dillon from different backgrounds. He can make the case. But I cannot tell nobody that Darius Dillon is ready to be president of Liberia. We must stop playing games around here. Nobody can tell me that it's up to him. He can make, don't get me wrong. He can work for 9 to 3 years. He has the right. And I will tell you, he has the right to challenge whoever he wants to challenge. He's the only person I think can do that. I can tell anybody that. You understand? But it is time for Unity, for Mr. Cummings to leave and must leave now. You can't wait for 4 months must leave now. Let's see the good versus the bad. The Liberian people are tired. The Liberian people are tired. The Liberty Party is flexible a little bit. Let me tell you today. The Liberty Party, I have a respect for them any day. Tommy Harris, you see, this guy, Tommy Harris, I agree with you 100%. We got 2 Trump cards in Liberia, president and vice president, and Cummings and Darius Dillon. I'm telling you about it today. And it will be a damn strong and perfect government. It will be a damn strong because the Senate will buckle up. The House will buckle up. Darius Dillon will not just look at Cummings and say, oh, yes, sir. No. But no. They have not been making their contributions. But yet and still, they continue to undermine this man. Somebody called me from Liberia when the whole thing was on, very close to Bernard Ure, and said, listen, man, that's my own man, but the man undermining Cummings big time. Big time. Don't want him to succeed. Yes. Cummings went through the 15 counties. How many senators we won? 15 counties. How many we were looking for? They were looking for 10. The last time I asked Cummings the question on the Costa show, I said, oh, you need to win at least you need to win at least 12. He said, no, we only need 10. Darius Dillon said, say 10. What we did, we got Montserrato, we got Bon County, we got River G, Cape Mount, what the place needs to have, opposition, I can't, 4 counties I count. We got Cape Mount, we got Bon County, we got the River G, we got Lofa County, we got Lofa County, so we got roughly about 6. The other ones were independent. So we did good. We did good. Why we did good and why we did bad? Because of the same close primary where people are not satisfied, they went independent. Yeah. Because of other people putting their mouths into this thing and feel that they are all politicians and this. We are not together, and let us just let it go. Let us go. Look, nobody think that doing this thing will give what the people name CDC victory 2023. No. But at the same time, we cannot take a corrupt group of people to go against another corrupt group. It will not be fair to nobody. I can't be part of it. I cannot be part of it. We cannot take a corrupt group to go and challenge another corrupt group. So the Lobo is a young man. Lobo, you are a very young man. I listened to Costa today. Costa said that his political fate is in the hands of Boyka and Ure, Yombly, and Cummings. But I can say, Costa, your political fate, nope, it's not in the hands. One is in your own hands, but if you look at the 4 leaders, it's in the hands of Cummings. I can tell anybody that. Because Cummings will be the only leader that will take the young people to the 21st century. According to his innovation, his mindset, the way he worked from out there, he's spent all this time in Liberia and understanding. And the only man, all the way we complain about Cummings still the only candidate who still goes around in Liberia, who continue to pay visit in Maryland, Sano, River G, all the other counties. But this is the thing we're going to do. Cummings must invite people to his house. You know how you do that? You invite them through the internet. Cummings must have his time to talk to people and let them understand what he stands on. Before he go to bed, he can take 30 minutes of his time and go on Facebook. That is the real war. What's people doing right now? People gave their messages through Facebook. Yeah, people call Darius Dillon on Facebook a senator. You see, it worked for him. And trust me, When you start to do these things, you get the Liberian people involved. Liberian people will start to support political parties financially. They will start to contribute financially, whether you are money man or not. Their little 1 cent, they will put it in. Yeah. People will start to put it in. Do you know how many people out there who believe that Cummings have no reason of joining the CPP? Yeah. The same way, United, I can't, these guys, I am not member of United Party from today, not United Party, CPP. If ANC want to stay there, we'll find another alternative. ANC, you must leave. It is not late. Let the people say, oh, you greedy. But they are not honest. They want to use Cummings, clean sheet, his reputation, his honesty, his integrity to come back to power. We cannot do it. We cannot do it. Mr. Bwaka, you had a chance. You ran. You win. The people deny you. The Liberian people said UP was not ready. UP failed them. The people still speaking today that UP failed them. Only a few people, you're seeing people who believe that if Bwaka becomes president, then are your mouth liver, that your tongue, that your gravy. Mr. Lobo, you're a smart man. You're an educated man. You can get job any day, anytime in our government. But even your comparison between Joe Biden and Joseph Bwaka, my brother, I don't know where you live in. I don't know which of the planet you're on. If you want to compare Joe Biden and Bwaka, the only difference, the only comparison between them, the initial is JB and JB. Yeah. First thing, Joe Biden do not sleep. Sleepy Joe is just a word that people use, but Joe Biden do not sleep. There is no picture where he's sleeping. Joe Biden make Barack to be a very good or better president. Bwaka, Ellen cannot tell you nothing about Bwaka. Bwaka start there. Look at LPM terminal today. Did Bwaka participate there? He argue about it? No. What they're doing today, they're making money. Liberians are dying. Edwin Snow, all the guys. President of the Senate, you break the tie. I agree. He have never broken the tie. But have you put yourself on record with your president that this deal was not good for Liberia? You said we squandered a lot of opportunities under your administration. Yes, the president, the boss stop with the president. The president make the call. They say, oh, in Africa, the president can be weak. Don't let nobody fool you. The vice president is not weak. But the thing is that when the president is speaking, the vice president don't talk. But your responsibility is to give the vice president, they give the president, the first advice is from you. Like what Barack did with Joe Biden. They sat in the room together. They make the appointment together. Joseph Bwaka's son was the deputy commissioner for maritime. Joseph Bwaka's son was the commissioner of maritime. Deputy. Other places, when you hear the name from Lofa County, how you think they got that job is from the same Joseph Bwaka recommendation. Joseph Bwaka had his people in that government too. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Bwaka, a very quiet man, he will not know what the other people do. But we know most of them were crooks. But he don't know. Some of them go out, they make some deals because they're from the vice president office. Yes, we know that. We know y'all. That is why you're pushing for this man. You should allow him to retire in peace, please, my people. He got his family to be with. He has his family to be with. So we cannot, you don't want to bring him back to disgracing. Because I had looking at it, that's just what you want to do. Eh? So I am not a member of CPP from today's date. From today's date. And I am here to to promote commies. I believe, whether you like it or not, he's the trump card of Liberia right now. He's the trump card. Even politicians in Liberia, people who contested the 2016-17 elections, they believe that commies is the trump card. And don't be surprised. They hold him back. They don't want to be part of ZUP to CPP. They don't want to be part of CPP because we got a bad apple within the CPP. We have a bad apple within the CPP. Yeah. That is why we got a bad apple. Unity Party, Liberty Party, and Unity Party, and All Liberian Party. Yeah. You want to use the other poor man. Financially, he's strong. Every one of you is supposed to bring 10,000. One party brought a 10,000, the other party 2,000, the other party didn't bring nothing. Yeah, Darius didn't have to raise his own money to run campaign because no money. Commies never went on radio to bash Ben Ayure, but 2 times Ben Ayure did it to commies. 2 times. 2 times. Then what you want us to say is sit back and just let it happen? I know people not like it. But if I have my own will, they will be out today. They will be out today. They will be out today. You can take the backyard. Because guess what? CPP, CDC, they got plans. 3 years. I trust Liberians, but 3 years, do not be so complacent that it will be an easy game in 3 years. Do not be so complacent that it will be an easy game in 3 years. No. Don't think that way, because it will be a tough game. It will be a tough game. Please hold on 1 minute. I just received something. Let me go back to my... It will be a very tough game. Very, very tough game. So don't rule him out. Yeah. It was so sad. And let me tell you what one of the disappointments I have in Mr. Boakai. The American people came in and they helped us. They organized our military. They make sure they put our insurance and whatsoever. Samoka was minister for 12 years. He destroyed the lives of the AFL. Do you think the AFL people are happy? I got friends that work with AFL. They are not happy with Mr. Boakai. They took Brandon Samoka to court. He was indicted in a lower court. He took an appeal. But yet and still, Mr. Boakai took Brandon Samoka and took him to Lofa County and told the people to vote for him. How can Mr. Boakai fight corruption? How? How can he fight corruption? So he would tell us the same thing about Ellen Johnson. Oh, you know, we all related. Like Josh, we are telling people, say, oh, we all related. It's not easy to prosecute people. It is easy. It is easy. Very easy. The same way you think by stealing is undercover and it's a crime, you do undercover. When they grab you, they disgrace you. Yes, it's easy. It's very, very easy. Not no big deal. Today, the people laughing at us. We just talk about Abu Kamara. Abu Kamara this, Abu Kamara. It's not because CDC did it, you should do it. Oh, Abu Kamara is a crook. Abu Kamara, he was indicted, he's still paying the money. But not because they did the same thing, you should be part of it. Sano Johnson. We all knew what Sano Johnson did in Bombay Hills before, concerning the CS Jury High School, those days. And he was also a general. We know what he did. There's a woman where we know all knew that he was not going to. It's not because he joined the CPP and tried to vote alongside with the other people and whatsoever. Okay, maybe he tried to change his life. But the people in Bomi County decided on him. They decided. So we're not looking for people to just come and join party because, oh, I know you. Oh, yeah, this and I know. We're going to check your records. When you taste power, it's hard. Brandon Samakala is senator. Why he's senator? Through Mr. Boyka. How can Boyka? So Boyka telling us that Brandon Samakala is wrong. He didn't do nothing bad. He did nothing bad. He did nothing bad. Mr. Boyka endorsed Nukwe. We all know what Nukwe did there. We know. He won't fight to be president pro tem now. But we're trying to say these things. These are all history. It will not erase easily. It will not erase. Some people say, oh, and just make the man president, he will show. No. We can't write a blank check. We all know that people are pushed. You see, they say when your boss is crook, you are a crook. Now, if you are the leader and people that are around you, we see them stealing and doing other things, and you don't talk, you are also culprit. You are also liable to the same charges. You are the leader. You say nothing. The people working in the vice president office, crossing all kinds of deals, going to the free port of Monrovia free container, using the vice president name and signature and also of freeing things. Ellie gave her son job. Mr. Boyka gave his son job. So this nepotism was not with it was not Ellie alone. It was not Ellie alone. Let's be frank. Deputy Commissioner for Maritime, Ellen took, because Ellen is president now, Ellen took the first place, Boyka took the second place. Boyka's son was the Deputy Commissioner of Maritime. So you see, it's fair. Ellen took number one, Boyka took number two. And other ministries. Yeah. You see? So, Mr. Boyka, you cannot fight corruption. You're not prepared to fight corruption. You can never fight corruption. I can tell you that. Mr. Boyka cannot fight corruption. Let the old man retire in peace. He tried it. That's it. Some people say, oh, the presidency always coming from the East place and whatsoever. Nope. That's not the point. That's not the point. In America, how many times Democrat had a president from California, the biggest county? The biggest county. How many times? That's not what they look at. Joe Biden coming from where? Right down here. Delaware. Barack came from what? Illinois. Who from New York? Who from Texas? And George Bush from the Republican side. You see that? So it got nothing to do with the counties. It has nothing to do with the counties. Nothing. But I would say this, 51% of the people, the voters are in Montserrado County. So Darrell don't got the right to make his case. But if Cummings leave, the CPP is over. The CPP will break down. I challenge anybody. If it don't, look, you say Cummings not nothing. He's a Coca-Cola seller. It's time for Cummings to leave. It's time for the ANC to get out of the CPP. Must do it now. For the next 3 years. Now. We can't wait tomorrow. We can't wait for 2022. Yeah. Because it's not fair. It's not. You want to use other person to come back to power? What sense it make? I thought Unity Party was into this thing here to just sit in the back. Oh no. They won't bring themselves because we can drink water through our nose. Yeah. Me, I'm looking for nothing. Mr. Cummings win. He ain't win. But as of today's date, I am not a fan. I am not a member. I am not a supporter of any collaboration collaboration political party. CPP, the collaboration of political parties. I am not part of it. And as of today's date, every time I open my Facebook page, the first thing I will say, the Cummings must leave. And he will leave. He will leave. The ANC will leave. I'm not saying where they will leave. They must leave. It is time. It is time. I'm tired hearing the Unity Party people who think that they are. Let them go into the race. Let them go into the race. Why you want to look at white and tell me it's black? Where? We're looking for change in Liberia, for God's sake. Eh? You rather try someone who has a clean record than someone who has a tainted record from somewhere. Tell me about Cummings. I was talking to our seditian. He said, "Hey, Moni, you don't know. I wish we had Cummings in our camp." I said, "Listen, just forget it." So other people wish. I got a friend who they organized a new party, the Jet Bear Racer. He said, "Listen, I don't know what Cummings doing in the CPP. Some guys try to join the CPP, but they back off. Why you think other political parties are not coming to the CPP? Only 4 parties. But when they did it, what they did, they are selfish, very selfish. When they put it together, they went and said, you know what, let's just bring Cummings. I think Cummings is the best guy. Just how the people went to George Weah. Oh, you know, George Weah get clean record. You know, George Weah not part of the war. And George Weah, so let's go get George Weah. But this time now, they brought Cummings in. They want to use Cummings for his back and jump over him. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. We must see your health weapon and everything. But Cummings should not stay within our party. It's useless. They make no sense. They make no sense. They make no sense. I'd rather lose or win graciously. If I will win, I should win with pride. If I will lose, I should lose with pride. I know people will not like it. They will not like it. Let Henry Costa tell me today. Let him look at all the candidates on roll and tell me who's the best for Liberia today. When it comes to honesty, change. Can Bernard Ure change Liberia? Can Joseph Boakai change Liberia when it comes to corruption? No. You ask them. You ask Cummings, what's your first priority, your first thing that you want to see in Liberia? On the Costa show, he said law and order. Do you know what it means? When a leader tell you, say, my first priority in Liberia is law and order. Do you know what it means? That nobody, if you don't straighten your house, you cannot make it. If you don't put things in place, you cannot make it out there. Eh? They asked this man, will you prosecute people? Yes. He said, what is it? If you know stealing is wrong and they caught you, what you expect? They should let you go? Then they start calling people around? No. You must be prosecuted. He said it. Which of the political leaders are opening their mouth to say that? Eh? Who's that? Or because Cummings is so soft, he's intelligent, he take his time, he don't need to cause George Weah. He speak on the issues. Maybe a lot of people don't know. Look at when Cummings have an interview, people fall in love with him. He speak like a real leader. He speak like a real leader. Yes. He speak like a real leader. Eh? He don't need to cause George Weah. And will make sure that Cummings will speak to the Liberian people. Cummings will get on his Facebook page and talk to the Liberian people every day or every evening or 30 minutes. If that 2 times a week, you must invite the people into your house. I show Cummings get a nice office that he will sit down like this. And what's my office do? My office there. My office. My own office there. Okay, you're not seeing. Fine. My own office there. So, Cummings can sit and speak on national issues and talk to Liberian people. That's the best way to bring them into your home. Let them know who Cummings is. You got to call him Honorable Cummings and this and that. You can call him Alex. The Zogo with a voting card who sleeps in the street, in the Penal building. The man who got a mansion, who got a Mercedes with a voting card, they are equal. Nobody's above the friend. That is why when you're running for office, you must go down to the lower man. You must shake his hands. You must make him feel that he's part of the process. Teach him. What else Cummings should do in Liberia? What? He visited all the counties. He continued to. But sometimes I blame the people that are around Cummings sometimes. Because I will not be there, trust me. The only thing I will not let people know when Cummings in the bathroom shitting or taking shower. But every little thing you do, trust me, I will put on Facebook. I will let them see the picture. If you shake John Brown hand, I will let them make sure you see that I know charity, there's not organized a church we're running. No, it's not church. It's not a religion. This is not personal business. This is not a privacy. In politics, it's nothing but privacy. I tell you what you're doing. If you steal money, I tell you that you stole. If we wanted to be beyond friends, some will be with George we are today. If we just want to put Liberia aside, we were going to be with George we are today. Do you know how many friends I've lost because I turned against George we are? But I'm proud and I owe no one apology. Some of them are my friends. Some of them, they are not my friends. I am proud of what I did 2016 to support Alexander Cummings, and I will do it again with pride and with P and D. I can't lie to nobody. I don't need to know him. I don't need to know his name. That Liberia first. Somebody who look. You see, listen. There's a parable. You can take the cow to the river. You can't force the cow to drink. And when the cow won't drink, you say, well, that's your business. Me, I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? We need to ask our leaders, what are your stands on corruption, on rape? Don't you think we need to change the laws in Liberia that nobody should marry at the age of 16, 17? They should at least be 18 years old before they marry. Don't you think we need to go back to the rape laws and change it? It should be a felony, not bailable. Don't you think so? Don't you think it is time that people pay their taxes in Liberia, property taxes and whatsoever? Don't you think that it is time that Liberians, before we get driver's license, we should go and take driving tests? Don't you think it's necessary that in Liberia, every car in the street should be insured? Motorbike whatsoever should be insured? But we don't think about all that. Don't you think that for Liberia to compete with other countries, to outsource jobs to Liberia, don't you think that we need good internet and good lighting system? All these jobs that they take into other places, call center, we ain't get internet service, we ain't get good lighting system. The people will be spending light on generator. We're looking at people with. You're supposed to be proud. Alexander Cummings was sitting the other day, just a year ago, the World Economic Forum. You are not proud to see a Liberian or panelist sitting with former prime ministers from Brazil and other people sitting down and discussing world economics? This man's a financial officer. He's not just a Coca-Cola seller. He's not just a Coca-Cola seller. Whether he's president or not, he will survive. He have lived his life. He make his life. What are you going to say? He never took money from the Liberian government. He never. He got friends out there. He was in the business world. He was not just playing sports. He never played sports before. Because at the same thing, the thing that Joshua had in his life, Joshua played football, he was popular. But the thing is that they were looking at Joshua, his clean record. Joshua never participated in the war. Joshua got his money from soccer. He got this, he got that. Let's carry Joshua. That's the same thing Unity Party want to do. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work today. It will not work tomorrow. So they must leave. For me today, I'm not part of CPP. I can tell you about it today. I am not no more part of CPP. And I will say it. You can say, Joshua will win. Let 2023 comes. The thing you're doing, it will bring confusion and this and that. It will not stop. Joshua will not win 2023. It will not stop it. Yes. We got 2,490,000 some more, 70 some more voters in Liberia. In Monserrato, 500 plus voted. We get 1,000,002. There are other people that never voted. So we will do things. They got tests in Liberia. They got people in Liberia. Everybody want change in Liberia. They want the change. They want the change. They want the change. That change that Darius Dillon. Why the sedition were there talking about Darius Dillon? Oh, the men not go to school, this and that. The Liberian people look at Darius Dillon that yes, he is the change. He's the light. He's the one that make us to understand and make us to feel that yes, they still get people in Liberia. Yeah. That we still get good politicians in Liberia. You see, politics is not about hatred. It's not about I know you, so I must support you. No. I always told people there's two ways to think. You think with your head and you think with your heart. You see, right now when I'm talking about Liberia, I think with my heart. When I'm talking about politicians who are not my relatives, I think with my head. I tell them how I feel. In my house, I think with my heart. I can protect my family. I can sometimes hide and lie for them. But when it comes to friendship, when you think with your head, you're not in love. Because you see, love and like is not the same. Something that you like this thing here, you like it, you can let it go. If you love it, you will keep it until you turn old because you're in love with it. So I see some people, when they meet a person, they say, oh, I love you, you're lying. You can't just fall in love. You must like before you love. You know what I'm saying? So when you like something, you can let it go anytime. If you love it, no matter how dirty it is, you still got it. You can see some people with certain clothes, they don't want to let it go. That's it. So if you're in love with a politician, you think if Cummings is president and he's doing wrong, I must shed my mouth. I'm not in love with Cummings. I admire his platform. I saw it and I know what is in there. If somebody tell you youth empowerment, when they tell you about youth empowerment, they tell you about education, they tell you about health, they tell you about infrastructure. By the time they say infrastructure come to creating jobs. Oh, you don't know that? When they say infrastructure, jobs creation is all in there because guess what? When they're fixing the roads, people will get jobs. With anything they're doing, people will get jobs. Youth empowerment is not to give the youth money. You empowering them for the future. They got long term and short term. Agriculture, mega agriculture. That $25 million they were putting on the market the other time to liquidate, to take out the excess dollar. If they're going to put that money in real agriculture by this time, they get the benefit. So 3 years might be long, it's short. It is possible that President Weah can come back in 3 years. Don't Liberian people funny people. It is possible President Weah can come back and start changing things around. But I know he will not do it. It is possible. It is possible that President Weah can come back and start doing it on imaginary things. Things that you never thought he would ever do. He can do it. But he can do it, I'm not too sure. You understand? So we can't just say, oh, President, we are going to lose the election. But let me tell you, whether the CPP break or they didn't break, or President Weah can win the election. So we're not going to say because we get it to the back of our mind that when you combine 4 big political parties, they can. We can walk out today, the guys, the guy what the people need to NPP, you don't know. They are political parties. They got a lot of other political parties. And I will tell you today, you put CDC members down, the disenchanted one. Let's look. People within the CDC, to my living God in heaven, that I know cha. Even the little ones then, they tell you, Uncle Mooney, I know what I mean go in that party, what I mean go to unity. They know that unity party is the problem. Yeah. But instead of unity party sitting in the back, that tomorrow things will be okay, maybe all the party will go about the business after the whole first election, this and that. Then you say, oh, because Mr. Bwaka was there for 49 years. The age of Methuselah has nothing to do with the wisdom of Solomon. Let me make you to understand. It got nothing to do with the wisdom of Solomon. Yeah. The age of Methuselah has nothing to do with the wisdom of Solomon. So let us stop doing all this nonsense thing that we're doing here. So Boakai can be there for 49 years. Nope. It mean that he has everything. No. He's tired. He can't move around. We know what happened with handicaps. He might have experience. He can be the king's maker. He can sit in the back and enjoy himself. You see Smith? Smith said, Boakai has the experience, but he balling with corrupt people. That's a fact. That's the real truth. Okay, Momo Sanimani. He said, let me get out of the ANC, pro-ANC platform. I am getting sleepy. But I'm not here to cause George we have to do. I'm saying that the ANC should leave the CPP. That's what I'm saying. You just told us. What is it? You just told us the other day that will never change. How is possible he would change? No. Don't get me wrong. I hope you listen to me. I said it is possible that can change, but he will not. That's what I said. I said will not change. But when I say it is possible, you're telling him that you want him to change. It is possible. It's up to him to change. But for what he been doing, I still don't believe that he can change. He can come out and start doing something different. But his ego, his pride, killing him. The people around him, are they willing? Because if they're willing for changes, there will be changes that they themselves will have to be pushed away on certain things. So he's not going to change. But when I say it is possible, yes. Can we change? Yes. But you ask me, I don't believe it. So it is possible. It's not that he cannot do it. If he want to do it, he can do it. So it mean that I told you the other day that will not change. I tell you say he will change. I think he say he have changed. If we can get up tomorrow, maybe something can just trickle to him and say, wow, 2023 coming. I'm going to start doing this. When you look like Brempo, start thinking different way. So don't think that because we say we will not change, and you just sit complacent because, oh yeah, we in CPP, that full party, when all the members then vote, he can make it. No, that's not how politics work. Politics is a message. It's the message. They know and they believe now that money can solve the problem anymore. You think they don't know? They know that money cannot solve the problem. And they know, and the CPP, they're looking at Cummings because they think, oh, Cummings get money. The last election, Cummings ran the campaign. He got money to spend. No. All the way Cummings got money to spend. People in America, Liberians, the same way they collected money for Darius Dillon, that is how they're going to collect money for us Cummings. If Cummings is going to run. Yeah. But he's the trump card. He's the one in the front saying he want to be president. Boakai want to be president. All of them want to be president. So let's put the record on the table. Let's put the integrity, the honesty on the table. Nobody looking at resume. We're not telling you say that we should look at Cummings' resume. No. We look at what he have done so far in his community. What Cummings did in Liberia. What Cummings have done in Liberia. He got a school there. He got other stuff. He gave over $30,000 computers worth of stuff to university. He did a lot of stuff that we don't talk about. And you know what I'm saying? What else? And I just look, somebody was talking to me today. He said, sometimes it bothers Mr. Cummings to give them money when they talk. He think to him that he's bribing them. And you know what I'm saying? That's how he feels. You and him talking, he gave people money. If you ask him that you in a problem and situation or whatsoever, he will give you if he can help you. But let's say you just talking after he talked to you and take off money and give it to you, he feels so guilty as if he bribing you. He still got that system in him. But we will change it. It's not a system to say you bribing. The people must know. The people want to know Cummings. And I'm not telling you that Cummings is all that. But I'm telling you, certain things that need to be changed on Cummings. The people in Liberia must feel Cummings. And the easy way to feel Cummings is what I'm doing for Cummings himself to do it. In the great United States, Donald Trump on Twitter, Barack Obama is the one who started, who make politicians to use Facebook. Barack Obama. One of the person who did it, who campaigned, who received money through the Facebook, the doctor, what the guy he said, who said, Florida, Milwaukee, this. Yes, he wanted them before Barack Obama pick it up. And just look what they do. They text you. You can see it. When they text you, they make you feel as if they know your name. Hi, morning, this is Barack. And the Georgia election is on, and please, we need some help because the Democrat, the Republicans have just increased the donation. They will chip in $5, $3, $4. Just chip $1 and I will double it. They make you feel good. We can do it in Liberia. Somebody said that we can't have primary in Liberia. Somebody said we cannot have a primary in the 15 states, in the 15 counties. Impossible. We can do it. Our Munal Kishen can host a primary in Liberia. Seriously. You can do it the cheapest way ever. Cheapest way ever. And it will not be 100% transparent because you're not with everybody. But you can make it happen. You don't have to spend like how NEC spending. It is your primary that you control. Your primary. But let the people go from state to campaign. Let the Liberian, when the Liberian people get involved, they support financially. Yes. You see, Darius Dillon got the people involved into his election. That is why people were supporting Darius Dillon. Because he brought them in. You know what I'm saying? He brought them in. Yep. The Georgia election is on. And they stay counting. Let me see. It's not easy, it's tough. I know you are seeing it right now, her ad all on the TV there. She's from Georgia now. She was all in the street campaigning, going from door to door. Strong woman. You want somebody want to contribute? You want me to call? But on Sunday, I will be on the D-Flow show. He called me. And he want me to be on his show on Sunday. And I don't know what the topics will be about, but it is time that we all. But I'm saying this, please, I am not a member of CPP. I'm going to post it on my page and let people know to understand. I am supporting Cummings, and I want for Cummings to actually leave. Ooh, oh, the woman have taken the lead. Oh. This lady have taken the lead. 58. Oh boy, both of them have taken the lead. All the votes coming from the Republican place now. Oh boy. Oh boy. You see, politics. Produce have taken over 51%. And 83% of the vote is already in. The Republican will win it. The Republican will win it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, guys, this election is very important to every one of us. We know we're not whatsoever, but it's very important to Joe Biden, and too close to call. Wow. So, guys, that is what I'm saying, that ANC must leave. And Smith, I don't forget, you myself, we're going to have a show together. I will have to find a time for you myself to do it. The best thing is for diaspora Liberian to from the Austin Party. He said the best thing is for diaspora Liberian from the All Saint Party, where Cummings will be the presidential candidate. Okay, we prepare for that. As I said, I don't care how people feel about what we're doing, but it should be no problem if ANC decide to leave the CPP. ANC is nothing with the CPP. We can't win on our own. So why are you worried for? If we want to leave, it's good. At least there's no competition there anymore. Joe Boakai can go as candidate. There's no competition. If CPP leave, Joe Boakai can go. And you say Joe Boakai should carry Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon will not run with Joe Boakai. Darius Dillon will not do it because guess what? There is no way. We're not dealing with individual here. This man was honest, but everybody that was with him was corrupt. This man worked, we sat there, we're all saying nothing. So if ANC is out of the CPP, it's a very big chance for the Ome Boakai to go as a candidate, and Darius Dillon that you guys thinking about can go. But you know, if ANC leave, Liberty Party will separate. Some will stay, some will go. The party will not break down, but some of them will support Ben Cummings and some will support Bernard Ure. That one time it's Ome Boakai. Yeah, then Bernard Ure can support Ome Boakai. So what's the issue? It's nothing big. There will be no competition. There will be no competition. And when we leave, Darius Dillon will leave. Darius Dillon want a clean sheet. Darius Dillon want a leader who has the money to run that campaign, one, who has the outside experience, that Darius Dillon will take over Liberia after he has control and nurture him and ready to be president. That's it. Darius Dillon will be the first generation, the youth, to take over. When I say youth, you'll not be a youth now. But the fact is that I can challenge anybody today. I've not heard it from nobody, but my instinct, my mind telling me, because you know what I say that for? Darius Dillon is a Gemini like myself. We almost think the same. Darius Dillon will not stay with the CPP if these people leave. It will be a tough game for him. And don't think that if Darius Dillon even say, okay, well, you know what, I will stick with the CPP no matter what, and this and that, then people will understand that supports come in different fashion. Yeah. Because when we reach to that general elections, then we will know. I can tell anybody that. I can tell anybody. So if Darius Dillon decide to stay with the CPP, and Boakai go as president and stand-up bearer, and Darius go as a vice stand-up bearer, it's good. We love the competition. We love the competition. Seriously. It will be, I will love it. I'll be in Liberia. Nobody will hear it. We will campaign until we run out of campaign. So I'm not worried about that thing. I'm not afraid. I remember when I was going to Liberia 2018. I told people, I said, CDC is nothing in Liberia, in Montserrado County. Nothing. And you can put me on record. I'm one of those who text Darius Dillon and say, don't forget your pool washer. Keep every record. Whether he thought about it, I'm on record for that. I text him and say, yes, Mr. Kishen. Because I know I tested Montserrado. I tested Montserrado just based on certain issues. But I tested the 17th district. I know off my head, unless they add a new one there tomorrow. So nobody can tell me election in Liberia. Nobody. If you can run election, if you can run campaign in Liberia, you can run campaign anywhere in Liberia. But it is time for the ANC to leave. ANC, they're not nothing. You shouldn't get vexed. If anybody wants to say, oh yeah, Cummings will be president in America, fine. You're not supposed to get vexed, yeah? You're not supposed to get vexed. Damn it. They tough for the guy. They feeling taking the lead. %86 of the vote is already in. Tell me. This is a tough election. Yeah. Momo Sanaman, we are not saint. We are not. If you don't live in Liberia, maybe in America, maybe. But if you live in Liberia, then you're talking about yourself. But we are not saint. We're not better than the people in Liberia. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is that we live in America and we expect to have a better ideas and a better mind to know what is good for everybody. It's not to impose on them. Yes. Okay, let me see if I can bring John Mawolo up here. Okay, Mawolo, I'm trying to bring you on, but I think you're not. It's adding up. I don't know. It's adding. So, I'm saying it as of today's date. I am not a member of any CPP. I'm not going to support nobody from the CPP. Once they're not honest because of Unity Party and the ALP, and they are undermining the process, and we can't sit back without talking. We cannot sit back without talking. Since they think that they can promote or impose the candidates, so when we talk, they say, oh, I won't support the CPP. It's already spoiled. It's been spoiled a long time. We're just telling the Liberian people to do our work, and we're just trying to inform them. And thank God Cummings came out good. He did what he could do. But I think it is time the AMC leave, because you guys can stay with the CPP. We rather do something else. If Cummings will go on his own, fine. You can dominate, but it will be good for Cummings. It will be good for the ANC. Yeah. It will be good for the ANC. It will be good. It will be good for the ANC if they leave the CPP. Because of Unity Party today, people are saying that. And let me tell you, one of the game, they changed game. They say CPP/Unity Party. Unity Party was the one who caused all the problem. Now they're hiding themselves, and now it's CPP/Unity Party. Unity Party is the head of the CPP. Just imagine. Just imagine. Eh? I thought you guys were going to sit in the back and don't talk. You know, I hear Costa, oh, my own papi, the papi there, the papi that. But Henry, you know, that face, let's be real with each other. There is no way, we're not looking at age matter here. We're not looking at age. We look at people's background, what they did, how they work, how they do things. It's not because both of them don't talk. I agree. But look at people who work with Cummings and let them tell you how Cummings behave. We talk about nepotism in Liberia, in the government. Joseph Boaka's son was Deputy Commissioner of Maritime. But we say nothing about it. We're only looking at Ellie. We're only looking at Ellie. We didn't say anything about it. Most of his children or whosoever work in the same government. But we only look at Ellie. He was the first advisor to Ellie. He ever challenged her on some of the stupid deals that they crossed today. Like you were talking today concerning the LPM and terminal deal. Did Bwaka say anything about it? Or they pushing aside? I mean, he was only collecting money, sitting there, doing nothing? No, man. No. He can't fight corruption. You're just going to be the same. You're just going to argue. You're just going to get pissed off against Henry. Bwaka can't fight corruption because he will be right there. You just get mad at him because the same people will be doing the same thing. The woman will be sleeping. Yeah, the woman will be sleeping. The same people will be doing the same nonsense. Yeah? They'll be doing the same nonsense. They'll be sleeping. Damn, the election tough. I'm not going to watch it again. Let the whole day election business. Husband daycare center. Yeah, guys. So that is what I have on mine. I believe that is how I think. That is my stand. That it is time that the ANC leave the CPP because the games that they're playing and what I'm hearing, it will not be okay. And nobody want to be associated with the CPP right now. Because you see, when we say these things, you think that we try to, it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. But because of the way you be pushing the stuff, it's discouraging other people who want to ready join. It's discouraging other people. They want to take the front seat. Talk, you can talk. But why are you all over the place trying to push Unity Party back to power? No way. It's not going to work. No. I'm sorry, brothers, but it's not going to work. Unity Party, nobody from Unity Party would lead Liberia right now. Nobody. Especially you work on in the early government. No way. Look, you see, look, all these things, we got to be honest with ourselves and with our friends. We don't have problems. They're entitled to the second chance. They're entitled to the right to join whoever they want to join. But I would not consider you the voice of the people when yesterday you are not the voice of the people. Or because you're not in power, so you are the voice of the people. You know why I consider Darius Dillon? Darius Dillon walked away from the table. He walked away from Ellen. He never waited to serve Ellen for 12 years and then come to say something. Even the short time he spent with Ellen, he knows the price that he paid. He knows the price that he paid. So you guys who just come in, who work in our government as a civil servant, as whatsoever, and had contact and sold the president platform all over the internet, attack people all over the place. Then today you want to come and tell me that Bwaka is better to be president when Bwaka just took a corrupt man until he was charged, he was indicted, and he took an appeal to the Supreme Court. He took an appeal to the Supreme Court, we agree. But don't you think Bwaka was supposed to hold back? If you ask me, say Cummings will do it, I'll tell you, say that's a lie. He will not do it. Cummings will never do it. Cummings will never ever do it. To put a corrupt person, somebody who already has the record to push them up there. He will not tell you, say, don't support me. In politics, if even Prince Johnson come to you right now, you will take a support. You want the numbers. But you will never be brave if you want to be an honest person to take Prince Johnson and present him to the world. He can support you in politics. You need the numbers. It has nothing to do. And look, we cry about war crime code. But don't you know the war crime code can be presented in a way that Liberians will tell you, say, forget about war crime code? Don't you know that the president can go from county to county to county and talk this thing under the Palava hut and make everybody to be part of it? Those who are involved must be able to confess and say, yes, I was part of this war. People will forgive them, but it takes only the president to do that. Yes. So the CPP will leave, the ANC will leave the CPP. So there will be no competition in the CPP. Some of us, we want to be part of a winning party that tomorrow you must give me job. No. It means that you must give me job. But I'm looking for the leader to change Liberia, and I tell nobody, don't disappoint yourself. Joe Boakai cannot change Liberia because of his surrounding. Yeah. And if I'm not saying that ANC claim, I'm not saying that ANC get 100% people, but the fact is that the leader, the head, make the difference. The head, everybody who work with Mr. Cummings will tell you, Mr. Cummings, when it comes to fiscal discipline, what he usually do. When it comes to that, what he do? What he do? How he behave to people that he know they're not too okay. But they working with him, how he treat them. He didn't treat them bad. But there are certain things you're not going to just get easily. You know what I'm saying? And you see, and which is true, and until this person can mess up, everybody got a second chance. Everybody can have a second chance. But I will tell you, there is no way Mr. Boakai will make the change. It's not that we must pay him because he got wisdom. He speak with parable. He said a lot of good things. But let us face the fact. The woman tired. The woman sleeps a lot. The woman close the eye quick. Then all his office boy and all his associates start doing things what they want to do because the woman can't go nowhere. They will be going to business and say, oh, the bar president sent me. Oh, the person, you tell we know. You tell we don't know the trick. You tell we don't know. 12 years. 12 years. The woman said they took a racing car and put it in the garage. And let's say this. The 40 some more years, the woman working government. Let us show us some tangibles. Let us show us some of the improvement. Let us show us. Let the woman tell us why President Doe fired him. Because it's in the newspaper. Let the woman explain these things. What happened between her and Ellen Johnson? And Frank and George Lobo want to compare Joe Biden with Boakai. Look, man, you stop it, man. You must be joking. You must be joking, please. You must be joking. The only thing they got in common, they got the same initial. JB. Then another thing I want to speak on before I leave. Liberians who live in the diaspora, please. That's why the people in America say, in Liberia, saying that educated people fool us. I have never seen or anywhere to watch. I saw last 4 inaugurations in America. The American government do not invite presidents to the inauguration. For the information, they do not invite even anybody to the inauguration. If you come in a country on your own and you decide to go to Washington, D.C. and you know somebody, but they do not invite, they invite the ambassadors from all the countries. And if they will invite you, you will hear the announcement from the Liberian embassy in Liberia. Please, the American embassy in Liberia, please, just stop lying that Joe Biden and George Bush and Joe Biden invited Ellen Johnson and Joe Boakai and whatsoever. Just stop the lies, for God's sake. Just stop the lies. What good are going? If you're making fun, you're making fun. What good are going to do for you when you lie? You not see one day America invite a president. You didn't waste the time. That only tell what going to do that nonsense. The people got enough people here already. When you see any people come to visit, when you see any foreign they come visit and they go to Washington D.C. when they having an inauguration, they go there. The people don't waste the time. The people invite all the diplomats representing their country. You think the people coming worry about you coming and for security and whatsoever? The people already. This is the sense. Why you think America keep one person out? America keep one official. During Barack time, they kept the defense minister. Because you got the president, you got everybody. One government official, either the secretary of state or the defense secretary, will go in a bunker by himself just in case. America worry about it. They should invite presidents to come to the inauguration and the citizens all around there. It makes sense to y'all. They inviting Joe Bwaga, they inviting Ellen Johnson, Joe, we are not coming, this and that. They don't invite that. African people do that nonsense. The African people do that nonsense to be going for inauguration party. And what president Lee, we're going to Guinea for inauguration. That nonsense. America don't do it. Oh. America do not. People invite America to places, but America don't. You don't know America. You know America, yeah, they didn't get base. America got bases in other countries, military base. You now here in the country, they get America, France, or somebody get base here in America. No. That's what make them America. That would be the big country. That would be one of the biggest country in the world. The biggest of all. When they say leader of the free world, when they speak, you tremble. President are president. Yes. But they get president when they speak, the other president can close. The other president are beggar. African president, they're not president for America. They're not powerful. They tell you what they want to tell you and you out. When they want to mention, you come in. Let George Bush or let Joe Biden go to Liberia right now. That George Weah will go to that airport to meet him. Let George Weah come here to Joe Biden. That the Secretary of State or somebody will go pick up George Weah from that airport and bring him here. They don't waste their time on that thing there. They get too much shit on their head. Can't talk about the inviting. We invite you for what? They don't invite foreign people. They don't invite guests from other countries. No, they don't. You don't know it's a conflict of interest, it's a problem. You don't do that. They don't invite people. The people security can always be in the problem, the worry, the thinking. They say, then in case something happens, the citizens all over the place. Because when they invite foreign people, you need security again. You need this one, you need that one. When you come to the United Nations, it's different. It's not America. They provide security, but the United Nations is a different place. They got their own security, they got whatsoever. When the government having placed a thing in the country and inviting 10, 15 presidents to come in America for some conference and American government hosting it, that so that they're protecting. No citizen around there. Joe Biden invited to Donald Trump. Because I can say Joe Biden invited to Donald Trump inauguration or Joe Biden. Man, come on, man. Y'all stop it, man. Please, you're making me to call Donald Trump names here. The whole Georgia election, I just spoiled my whole day. The whole Georgia election, ain't not correct. It's not correct. It's not correct at all. That's how they won the other time, man. These guys. It's not correct at all. Damn. The guy leading with 51.4%, my man. And the one leading with 51. Oh, she just gone to 51.1. 88% of the vote. The guys will win. Okay, guys. I will talk to you all later. Smith, I don't forget, you must say I got to have a show together. And by the grace of God, on Sunday, I will be on the D floor. He called me. He sent me, I saw the information that he want me to be part of his something. I don't know what they're having. Yeah. I'm off tomorrow. I will come back on tomorrow again, and I'm going to say it. The ANC must leave the CPP. The CPP not ready. The Unity Party and the ALP are the problems in our place there. They are the problems, let me tell you today. So when ANC leave, ANC and CPP and UP, you ain't got no problem, yeah? You ain't got no problem, you ain't got to worry again. Like only you alone. You and the other people can take it. But that's it. Anything you can say, we greedy, we ready. And just how you come hard, we will come hard on you. It's just a small one we're showing. I can tell anybody that. It's just a small jet. That's only I alone right now. But just if Unity Party come hard, we will go hard. Anybody come hard, we will go hard. You play dirty, we will play dirty. I can't lie to nobody. For the next 3 years, we in it. So we are saying it. We're not going to just sit back anymore and allow it to happen. Enough is enough. It is time that they must leave, and they will leave. Yes, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We gotta forget it. Yeah, nobody going to use other people to come back to power. Nope. If you're supporting Boaka, I'm sorry. Don't feel bad. If you think that we're trying to be greedy, that's good. I'd rather be greedy for the best. I'd rather be greedy for the best of Liberia than to be greedy for myself. I'd rather be greedy that Liberia will be better tomorrow than to be greedy for only myself that I will be better tomorrow. I'd rather be greedy that Liberia will be right back on that map, that people will be flowing into Liberia to say, yes, we have some integrity. I'd rather be greedy. So if you're in the CPP, the Unity Party, and ANC going to leave, you don't need to worry. ANC is nothing. ANC don't have nothing. You need not to worry anymore. You there, you can find the leaders now that the best suited, because ALP will take you and you can take them. They join together. You're free now. If I have my own will and power, I will do it tonight. I will put an announcement tomorrow and say ANC is not part of it anymore. Because you guys are not honest at all. We thought we were doing this thing as a group for the betterment of Liberia, but no. Unity Party is doing it for their own selfishness. Most of them are around Boaka. They're doing it for their selfishness. Selfishness. This Georgia election, man, it's not easy. Mawolo, you continue to ask, but I don't know what's going on, man. I bring you in, but I don't know why you're not joining. You got to twist your phone, turn your phone around in a rectangular form. Maybe that's the only way you come on. Put your phone in a rectangular form. Then you put it back in, because I had my switch, the iPhone, it will not accept you when you. So turn your phone around like this, not like this, like this. The guest decline invitation. Okay. I never invited you one request. Okay, guys. It's so funny. I'm listening to the news, the MSNBC, but it's tough, man. 88%. Well, guys, those of you who think that I'm a pro ANC man, yes, I am. And pro communist man, yes, I am. But it is in the interest of Liberia. It is in the interest. I might not be the most popular man. I might not be the one with the biggest platform or whatsoever. Or maybe nobody know me. I don't care. But the fact is that I will speak on this issue until I'm okay. And I will continue to let people know that it is time that ANC leave. It is time that ANC get out of the CPP. Because Unity Party are not honest. They're causing a problem, but whenever we try to speak out, then people think that, oh, we should just shut up and don't say nothing and let Unity Party go ahead and be thinking that they're promoting black. Then when ANC get up, because ANC is nothing. We are not anything. We're not strong enough. So at least the playing field, the competition will reduce, and then Boaka can be the standard bearer for them. Simple. Simple. Cummings have tried his best, but enough is enough. Enough is enough. When it happened in Nima County, the three parties went, poop and endorsed and come up for release quick with this woman. Other person was not happy. Eh? And it happens. So Cummings had nothing to do. So they're not going to sit there to think that they can just push him around. If he want to stay there, he can stay there. But I am not there anyway. If Cummings want to stay there, he can go ahead and stay. But I'm Munel Kishen. I'm not part of the CPP. I'm not going to support George Weah. You might not get him wrong. I'm not going to support George Weah. But the fact is that they got other political parties that we can come together and let the CPP and the Cummings and stay there. But as far as he must stay there. But anyway, the ANC will leave. They must leave. They must leave. That's the same question I asked. Yeah. That's the same question. How come one Democrat got more the other Democrat don't have? I thought they all supposed to vote for the same. You see, the people decide they vote for who they want to vote for. They say this man is the best, this man is not the best. So it's possible that one Democrat, one Republican will win. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Share it and let other people make the decision. But this is how I see it. This is how I see it, that it is time that we we speak out. It is time. I'm not making a decision for ANC, but this is how I feel, that ANC, it is time for them to leave the CPP so we can stop all the rigmarole, because everybody, I sometimes see, they say, oh, Cummings the problem. Cummings causing problem for the CPP. It is time for this, for Cummings to leave, and the ANC should leave. Let us leave. If you guys are still there, for me, I'm gone. I'm gone. And every time I come up here, I will criticize the CPP. I will criticize the Unity Party for the dirty deeds for the last 12 years before coming to George Weah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will criticize the ANC, the UP for their work, what they did to Liberia. I will criticize the ALP. I can tell anybody that I will. So I don't care how you feel. Don't be and don't think that, say, oh, don't worry about me. Plenty people didn't know me. Plenty people didn't know me. But I will take up that mantle and I will start doing it. Seriously. The time is now. We don't have to wait for 2022. We must speak out now. There are a lot of people out there who want to be part of us. Yeah. So, and nobody should think that it was only a certain group of people, because I know you also want to bring Darius Dillon business out. I'm not a member of Liberty Party, but I supported Darius Dillon. If I would be in Liberia, I'm going to vote for Darius Dillon. You know what I'm saying? Other people like Darius Dillon. They did it individually. You know what I'm saying? But people say, oh, Cummings will never win in your dreams. Darius Dillon, yes, Darius Dillon can make the case. Darius Dillon can make the case. Yeah. He can make the case. It's truth. Yeah, he can make the case. That's the two candidates I see in Liberia. That's the two candidates I see. Yeah. So, guys, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Have a good night and go watch the Georgia race. The Republicans, the two Republicans are in the lead right now, and that is sad. Okay, Mawolo, let's see again, because I've continued to bring you in and you're not coming. My people are not paying too much attention. Yeah, this Democratic vote and Republican vote is not easy. Yep, it's tough. It's tough. They say another group, another votes will be coming up again. They say that's one of the biggest for the Democrat. When they can't make it, then they forget it. Oh. You see, it's so funny. I using my Facebook page and I'm streaming through Facebook and YouTube. So I using both. Let me see what this one say. Donald Trump said the post should change the result tomorrow. Somebody say, mark my word, Dillon versus Cummings come 2020. What they trying to say on a Lofa show? I am a real man and I live in Australia. I will come on tomorrow. Will participate tomorrow. Will participate. Please keep these two names in your notebook tonight. DeLong versus Cummings Camp 2023. Okay, guys. Y'all take care, man. I gotta go. Bye for now.